Hello, my friends. Hello, my friends. How's everyone doing? I decided to capture my desktop in case it changes, because it changes every 8 hours. I wanted everyone to see this. We're gonna review that Black Mesa thingy. I have actually made a thesis about the game. And that kind of, I was like, surely when it comes to like giving a judgment, a verdict to this game, I won't remember any of the things I have said, so might as well just write down anything that comes to my mind. I also watched the walkthrough now, like skipped through most of the things in case I forgot about some stuff, and I did. I was like, yeah, this was a good idea to look back at it. There's probably one more hour of gameplay, I have to guess. The Nyalam fight. I didn't watch the entire thing, but it's like he's in a fucking defensive matrix kind of thing, which blocks damage. Why do I have... Who the fuck is messaging me? Stop. It was made easier. He probably doesn't teleport you around that much. So let's see. I just wanna get on with this shit. I just wanna get this over with. Oh, I'm opening up Red Bull. Hey, bro. Yeah. It was actually on sale. Kind of. I immediately saved, apparently. Huh? Okay. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm already bored out of my mind. Where do I go though? Because this doesn't give me any options. Oh, okay. See now. Way too easy. Dude, like if I could have killed him with a crowbar too, probably. 5 meters away, there's a recharging thing. And just get full armor and HP from it. Is there anything I have to do here? Probably press a button. Not even that, okay. Fuck off with these enemies, holy shit. Where is the epic music in this area? What epic music? This game doesn't have epic music. Welcome to the stream. I had to turn it up because it was really bad. It was objectively bad. Are you kidding me? It's awesome. I see. Taking a shower, the Vortigaunt. Okay. That was me being slow. Might be better if that guy doesn't stick around for me flaming the game. Okay, that should think that. This is just W pressing. Okay, awesome. Fuck. Okay. I don't know. Go next. I'm actually down to AFK. Why? Why not just let me through at this point? What's the point of these boring puzzles? I see. Really cool. What is with the meatballs? What the fuck are those? Oh, this shit again. Okay. Seems reasonable. Okay, now what? I see, just do the same thing again. Alright. Okay. I don't understand, like, why do I have 40 HP? One thing, other thing, only ammunition is what I get, like the only ammunition I get is the one for those two guns. Okay, this seems more fair. Inside an alien nostril. Okay, like what else can I do? What else can I possibly do? Sorry about that. I like how they never turn against me. I don't know. Originally, if you provoke them, that's the only time they attack you in the factory. But here they are just your allies for some reason. Okay, I see. Hey, welcome to the stream. This is like the fourth stream I'm streaming Zen, only the Zen part. This would have been better if this was done once. Like being inside the alien nostril and just clearing these fucking tumors or whatever these are. But no, you have to do it 3 times at least. Awesome, like how to extend gameplay. It's long. It's probably longer than my penis. Which is not that big of an achievement, by the way. I'm Asian. Asian... Actually, I'm not Asian. What the fuck? Man, that's not hard to do, pun intended. You're my favorite fake Asian. Who's your first? Oh, I'm the absolute favorite, I see. The bar was really set low then. Of what time? It's 9:39. I wonder what that date relates to. Okay, another puzzle. That's fun. I like fun. I like fun gameplay. Do you... Do you being my favorite hungry Asian? Yeah, I'm hungry. That's what hungry means. We are always hungry. Okay. Let's go up, I guess. Hungarian people be fucking starving though. Is this a glitch? What is happening? Am I not supposed to go in there? Bro. Actually, the starvation is kinda real, in a sense. Oh, I see. Something happened here. I think it was one of the barrels hit me, and then went higher. Just like in that Kanye song. Is it actually a Kanye song? I heard it's altogether a bad omen to mention Kanye from now on. Because it's dead naming. Like, generally, because only for that reason, it's dead naming. Okay, fellas. 0 ammunition in almost everything. Cool. I don't know, this part of Zen, what they reimagined here in Black Mesa, this more reminds me of City 17 in the Citadel. These are very hardly the parts that were in Zen. Just armor charging. Makes sense with infinite ammo. And also suck my cock off, maybe. I think that's the only part that's missing. Okay, maybe with segments like this I shouldn't really say that I don't need armor. It's okay, I need it. I want this to end faster. Huh? But still alive somehow. It's probably really hopeful task, but I don't know if I could AFK during this elevator ride. I don't think I would live for it. I was supposed to jump off or something. The props just kill you. You can. Oh my god, what is happening? Garry's mod? guess one of them is down. Yeah, I feel like this is the end of Half-Life 2 pretty much. You have a really OP gun with infinite ammunition, which is the physics gun, or what is it called actually? It's not gravity gun, what was it upgraded into? It had light blue color, that's what matters. I think physics gun. I don't know, it's just what it's called in Gary's mod, but you had that, and you also had objects around the map that healed you, both your health and armor. How many times do they wanna do attacking on me? Let's see. Black Mesa did the meme, call an ambulance, but not for me. Not sure what this was supposed to do to me, other than lose 12 armor and 1 HP. Okay, can I finally get to Niolanth, please? That's all I want actually, and then I'm just through with it. Not sure what these are supposed to be. Okay. start randomly blowing shit up around it. Is that actually the play? I don't know what's the point of these. Somebody tried to explain this to me, but even then I didn't understand. Oh, there's an extra Oreo here. Oh, thank fuck, finally. Wow, so beautiful. Who the fuck cares, literally, how the game looks like. What? What's going on, bro? Okay, I'm supposed to move around, I guess. He's doing Firestorm action. Good for him. Wait, that shit still works. That's unfortunate. Alright. Okay, a random office. I mean, to be honest, this feels somehow less annoying. What is happening to the rocket? Then getting teleported away to random areas. What the whole lore of Nyalamp is basically his teleporting cock. He enjoys being teleported away or teleporting others. Actually, just teleporting others. Come on, we say something. We should get the crystals. Not really. Or just HP. I think that's reasonable. Oh, okay, I spoke too soon. God damn it. Honestly, I still don't. What? Sex? Honestly, I still don't believe it. I think you're gayer than Michael Jason. What the hell? I mean, it seems kind of like, you know, far-fetched that I have to tell people that I like ladies in Twitch as a command. Yeah, that's kind of sus, actually. Yeah, owned. I really like ladies don't care. I think that will work now. Nobody can question that. Oh, these are really easy to dodge actually. Then link to an OnlyFans of you eating cereal and kissing body pillows. That's just a pic of you with a female Snapchat filter. Sounds really specific. Wait, what is happening? Oh, I see you. See you, fella. Holy, what is happening? I actually don't dare to save. Okay, now I can. Specific battery diagram works like a charm. I made him come. I did killing to him. Ah, finally it's over. It's like being freed from prison, finishing this game. It's the same emotion. 10 years in prison equals this game. Organ Cockman. Oh hey guys, Romania. We are here at Romania. Let's just jump off. I want sun. I mean, tell me this. I don't know what it's called, but I've seen some similar stuff done at the Coral Reef. I just don't know.
Gordon Freeman in the flesh. Or rather, in the hazard suit. I took the liberty of relieving you of your weapons. Most of them were government property. As for the suit, I think
G-Man is a CIA agent. That's how they found me, even in Romania.
Zen is in our control. For the time being, thanks to you.
That would be me.
Piece of work you managed over there. I am impressed. That's why I'm here, Mr. Freeman. I have recommended your services to my employers, and they have authorized me to offer you a job.
He sounds like Rafi from Mafia.
That you have limitless potential. You've proved yourself a decisive man, so I don't expect you'll have any trouble deciding what to do. If you're interested, just step into the portal and I will take that as a yes. Otherwise, well, I can offer you a battle you have no chance of winning. Rather an anti-climax.
I actually wanna see both of them.
You've just survived. Time to choose.
You know what? Let's just get me out of here.
Wisely done, Mr. Freeman. I will see you up ahead.
Hunt Under Freeman too. I mean, I enjoyed Hunt Under Freeman more than this game. Is that crazy? I just feel like Hunt Under Freeman had better level design. In terms of gameplay, they are very similar. Oh yeah, there's no music here. What should I play to make this interesting?
What? You can't
Welcome to the stream. It's really fitting music.
Is it really clever for you to get with me? Bitch, nigga, you can never ever. You ain't on my level. I'm pushing Chevrolet pedal. If you niggas fuck with me, I got that chrome heavy metal. Never settle for less, but I always strive for the best. Most these niggas play it cheap and put you straight to the test. Bitch, nigga, you can never ever. My act, look at my navy and my leg. Get on my level, hell
the M-word press?
I knew it wasn't real cause all you do is chit chat. Always listen, making sure I stay gone. Call us some broad, Georgia girl, Georgia Dome. Trying to get with me is like naps through a cold.
I would be afraid to sing along. Actually, the music is very loud. It's just I turned off the music in game, so I thought that I should replace it with something else from YouTube. And this is what I came up with. This was the first song that came up when I thought of Black Mesa. I don't get the Americans. Lil Jon? Yeah, he's American. Lil Jon with Trillville. I don't know what Trillville is. The idea behind the M-word is that... Actually, I wanna stop the music for this. So, like, the idea behind the M-word, as far as I know, is like two things. Only black people can say it, and there's a difference between the light M-word and the hard M-word. Like, as we all know, the one that ends with R, as opposed to it ending with A, is different. That's all I know. What? This song? Wait, what's happened? Oh, I see it. The game just ended. But anyways, that was the game. 2 minutes was boring. 2 minutes was really boring to the point where I made a whole dissertation or like thesis as a rant. I don't know if any of you are interested in the rant. It's a bit schizoid, I'm gonna be honest. It's here. I wrote down everything because I was like, surely if I wanna do this on a whim, I wouldn't be able to remember all of the things. So I went through a walkthrough on YouTube, and I fast forwarded a lot of stuff, and it came to me as to like what bothered me and the tiny nitpicks that I wanted to say. Anyway, I'm gonna read them out. I actually wrote this. Today, yeah. I'm just gonna go through them. So like the generic issues. So I made it 2 parts. So like what I had issues with as general and like the arias. So like for me, the voice acting was a downgrade. I didn't feel like Eli. They got Eli, and who's the other guy who was in Half-Life 2? Those two, and the rest were just not that good. Even though like I don't know, like 1998 and they got better soul, or like they had more soul put into acting. I don't know how that works. I also wrote down weapons are underwhelming and are not that distinguishable in terms of sounds. So like, to me the MP5 and the Glock, and what was the other one? MP5 Glock for sure sounded the same. Grenades were not that good. The trip mine sounded off. Puzzles are dog shit. Zero IQ and boring. Plug wires, puzzles, wolf puzzles, crystal puzzles, just blow random shit up puzzles, and are repeated at least 50 times more. X parentheses. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. There are too many areas in which there's a missing valve, which is there in the original, and they just remove the valve and they put it somewhere else. Randomly put it somewhere on the map, and they were like, "Hey, find this valve, put it in the original place, and then press it." What's the point? There's no point to that. Also, the plug wire puzzles, some of them existed outside of Zen, but in Zen it was too much. It was just too much, too boring. Crystal puzzles were okay. I mean, just blow random shit up puzzles where there's like a Zen creature on top of the fucking mountain and you have to kill it so that it explodes and it blows up the crystal. Why can't I just take the crystal out? What is this logic? Music is objectively worse, even so I completely turned it off. I mean, that's reasonable. I feel like if I went into YouTube right now and started Half-Life, actually, let's do that. I mean, what was similar to this? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Enemy AI in general is very fucked. The ones I hated the most were the Houndeyes and the Grunts. Houndeye behavior completely ignored in the first game. When you shoot them, they fret. They don't continue channeling their attack, they fret and they look around corners to try to attack you. Grunts are below 2-digit IQ. They run at you or camp forever. Alien grunts and bullsquids very really. Okay, I don't know what happened here. And bullsquids are problem. Alien grunts and bullsquids are really dumb, so it was easy to kill them. I mean, I don't know what happened to alien grunts. Alien grunts, like the hive mind weapon they had, it just didn't hit me because I was able to run. I'm able to run in the original game as well, but it's not that easy to dodge those. And bullsquids just didn't work. So, what else? Enemy placements usually made no sense and they went for quantity over quality. For example, after you kill the helicopter in chapter Surface Tension, there is a singular headcrab waiting for you in the tube, which is reasonable enemy number and placement. I mean, you don't expect it for the first time you play. Now, motherfucking Black Wizard goes 4 headcrabs greater than 1 headcrab and proceeds to not only here, but in multiple places put more than the original enemies. Oh yeah, original number of enemies. Once again, no idea if this is difficulty related. Yeah, that's the thing. So like, I played on the Black Mesa difficulty, and if I play on easy, are there only 2 headcrabs? 3? Only 1? Or 4? Yeah, I don't know. Not really, like, doesn't really matter. Guns were... Bro, guns were bad. Not only their sounds were off, as you get the ghost gun, it has Doom door opening closing sound effect, XDDD, homage, but were also nerfed in a bad way. Oh yeah, I explained this. MP5 grenade counter is only 3 as opposed to 10, which is much more fun in this scenario if you have more. generally less ammo in every weapon pretty much. So like the Magnum had in total 6 plus 18, 24, as opposed to like 40. Like what? I guess it's okay. Where was I? Devs are way too horny to make you play their game only how they intended you. You can't imagine this restriction in Quake or Half-Life 1. Okay, so I didn't expand on this, but this is pretty much unskippable elevators and the helicopter fight. So like the Akira lift, you can skip the Akira lift in the beginning of the game. That's like the best thing, because you can slide on the edges of the elevator. You don't even have to start the elevator, but in Black Mesa, if you jump down before activating the elevator, in general, if you jump down, it just kills you. There's black screen and that's it. That's all that happens. Why take these out? I feel like speedrunning this is not even fun. I'm not speedrunning Half-Life 1 either, but it's just fun to rush through areas. I don't care, I've played the game at least 20 times. It's good for casual people who play it once and then call it a day and never pick it up again. New enemies like Water Barnacle, I think this should be in this. I don't know what they are called, but it's pretty much Water Barnacle. And 2 different Hound Eyes. Gotta be honest, they are boring and trash enemies. You could have went for Kingpin instead. Like, come on, bro. Actually true. Yeah, not sure what was the idea behind it. Like, you can put a cut enemy into your own game, which is Half-Life pretty much. Like, I feel like the Chum Toad is here as well. I've talked about the Chum Toad a lot. I don't know, I only know Kingpin, but sure there are other cut enemies, or even like opposing force enemies. I know that's not canon. Intro is still the same in terms of length. This is not really a bad point here, so like this was the generic issues, and this is about the areas and chapters. Intro, it could have been, instead of 6 minutes, let's say 5 minutes, so I cut out some parts. Not that big of a deal, it's not a negative thing. Anomalous materials, unskippable elevator, you can in Half-Life 1. So like, what I'm saying here, after you get your HEV suit, and the guard lets you through, there's an elevator there which you have to take, but you don't really have to take because there's a ladder next to it, so you just take the ladder like a normal person. But here, no, it's blocked off, you can't really do that. You start the elevator, but after that you can jump out, but then the door is locked because you can only go through it after the loading screen is active. And when is the loading screen active? As the elevator gets done. Awesome! Thank you for that, that's so good. It's like they thought of it. No, you can't have fun, you can't do it your own way. Too many foreshadowing, like if someone haven't played or heard of this game, I mean Half-Life 1. Oh yeah, the scientists, like multiple scientists mention something bad is going to happen. Whereas the only thing they say, like the two scientists that let you in the chamber, those are the ones that mention it to you, and Eli and the other guy, I don't know what's his name, I actually forgot what's his name. The scientist in Half-Life 2, Bonnie notifies him that I'm alive, Gordon Freeman. That scientist. And those two, when the equipment blows up, they talk about something. And that's it. But in Black Mesa there were at least 6 more scientists talking about something bad is going to happen. That was the anomalous materials. Unforeseen consequences. The scientist is unable to revive the guard, so as you get up from the ground, in the beginning, and you leave the first door, you see a scientist trying to, like, I don't know if revive is the right word. He's technically not dead. But tries to revive the guard and actually succeeds, but in Black Mesa the guard is just dead. And it's an infinite loop of animation trying to revive the same guard. Actually, I could have AFK'd there for 5 minutes to make sure, but I think it just doesn't happen. The laser beam safe spot in which you don't get hit by it is in the corner by the door in the original game, but in this game it does damage to you. That's pretty much self-explanatory. You can... I don't know. It's just... this is a tiny nitpick. I can't really expand on this. It's just this. You can stand there, and I was like used to stand there, and I took damage. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Change crowbar spawn. So you get the crowbar before the area where the scientists fall down with the elevator, like 3 of them or 4 of them. So you can break the glass. But in this game, apparently what breaks the glass is not the screwdriver that I used, as I pushed it through the glass, is the impact. So already changing, like using the engine, obviously, it's a good thing, but I feel like getting the crowbar earlier was better, because you were able to fight the zombies, and that's why I don't like flares. Just why. Flares are used as a crowbar replacement until you get it. You set the zombies on fire, but they are still in your way. You don't want them in your way. So what ultimately happens to somebody who has played Half-Life at least twice, or 3 times, or once even, you just dodge them. You just don't care about them. You never use the flares. Anyways, unskippable Akira elevator and totally worthless puzzle around activity. Yeah, totally worthless. I mean, I've talked about this. You just jump off. There's no point to the Akira elevator. There are headcrabs jumping on you. It's just not good for anyone. If you can skip it, you skip it. Pretty much. That's all there is to this. Office complex, very maze-like area with a ladder, which is very hard to spot due to the total different look of the game. Yeah, I mean, I was like stuck in office complex for a very long time. Maybe it was because I was fixated on what people were saying in the chat. But I had struggle finding it, because usually you just push 2 boxes together and you basically climb the ladder. It's not like you can already access the ladder. Office complex was pretty much this. We've got no hostiles, no particle issues this part. I mean, probably something I wanted to say, but not really. Like, this part was okay. I mean, this is when the generic problems come up. Like these 2 areas. But it's not the chapter related stuff. Surprisingly, nothing was changed here that annoyed me either, which was Blast Pit. Power up, I skipped this part just cause I can, so I hated that you couldn't hear. I mean, this is a me problem. You put trip mines at the area where the tram leaves, the power up segment, and you can jump over, and basically there's power suddenly if you go through a loading screen. But no, in here you can skip it, so I hated it. That's all there is to it. I mean, I never play power up. When do I ever play power up? Let's be real. On a rail, forced to use the tram, millions of questions mark. Like, why? Why? I was screaming from the top of my lung. Internally. I don't like it. If you step in the water in the original, it electrocutes you. But here it does nothing. Like if the rail itself wasn't even powered. Like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like something that was made in an engine in which there are more possibilities in general to expand on. This is a low ball. I just don't know. I just don't know how that's not possible. It should electrocute you as you jump in, as you step in the water. I guess they really went with the idea to use the tram. Like, you just have to use the tram so you don't step in the water ever. But they didn't do that. Okay. I mean, it doesn't even do damage. Like, not just in the water. As you step on the rails, it don't do damage to you. I think I've mentioned it. Forced to use the tram. Basically means that there is an annoying plug wire puzzle here, which you can do without the tram as well, but after that there is a loading screen which only activates if you are on a tram. Also, the tram doesn't move if you jump off of it. Oh my god, I'm actually getting rid of my... I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. The tram doesn't move if you jump off of it. You have to be on the tram. It's mandatory. You can't jump off of it. Apparently, you just push the button and it should move in the original, like it does. It does work, but not in this version. Okay. Really want you to be on a tram. Apparently, fire 2 rockets. Hello? What is the point of 2? Can somebody tell me? The rocket in the original stops the portal on our side as far as I know, so what's the point of 2 of them here? Rocket button unaccessible from outside. I also want to mention here, I'm not sure actually, but I was on the tram. I had to use the tram, so there's no way I skipped this. But there was a guy here on a rail area in the original who uses a rocket launcher, like a mounted rocket launcher, and tries to kill you, so you have to crouch or you have to rush at him. But why was he missing actually? Okay, that's all there is to it. Yeah, I don't know why you fire 2 rockets. If there's a legitimate reasoning behind this, then I just would take this off, but I guess nobody is here anymore because I'm just way too fucking schizoid now. Apprehension. This is the part before you lose all your weapons. So why would I even bother fighting the Ichirosaur? For a gun that I don't even need for a while, that I will lose anyway? Question mark. With this logic, I just skip this part by jumping where the barnacle is next to the door, wait for it to lift me and kill it the next, and skip the fight altogether. Here, no such option. Yeah, you have to get the crossbow. There's no other way. You also have to fight the stupidest enemy, which you can kill with a crowbar. Have you guys seen the one area where there were like quantity over quality? There were 3 Ichirosauruses and I jumped in the water and just killed them with a crowbar. Like all 3 of them at the same time. And they only did like 20 damage to me, HP wise. Like, come the fuck on. I don't care. I just don't care. Instead of Buskvit spawning behind you, it's a Houndai. So that's before the area you go into the freezer. I think this is a tiny nitpick. I don't even know if this is, like, as I mentioned, actually I have no clue if it's different if you play on the hardest difficulty. I won't find that out. Residue processing. This part starts at when you leave the death trap that the 2 soldiers set up for you lazily. In Black Mesa, it starts when you see the guard fighting the headcrabs next to the silo filled with chemicals. Yeah, this is done a lot of times actually, when a chapter should start and instead of it starting, it starts... It doesn't start before, it always starts way after it should start. I mean, not the biggest deal here. In Black Mesa, oh yeah, force to extinguish random as fire by the ladder so you can proceed. Waste of time, like what's the point? There's a lot of these actually, so, but I really hated this. Questionable edicts. This chapter is also off because it starts as you enter the area the Houndai dog kennels are. But here it starts as you spot the first alien grunt, which you don't even free to proceed. Yeah, that was a button that you had to press in the original, or you had to break it really, and it automatically freed the grunt, who then proceeded to run at you, and you had to run actually. And that's when these so-called traps made sense, where you trap the entire room, you fire some laser beam or some shit, you are in the room, you are immortal in the room, and everyone else just dies in that room you're outside of. You didn't have to do that here, because it wasn't chasing you. The first alien grunt you meet is after they fight the grunt, like the age grunt. I'm gonna blow my nose. Anyways, I'm here. Where was I? Oh yeah, no insta-death on hitting the blades where the scientists are trapped. So like does the surgeon something? I don't know, it's just a bunch of blades. Saws and what it's called? Medical knife? No, there's no way. There's absolutely no way that it's called. But in other areas like the ocular elevator, if you jump up before activating it, the screen goes black. So what I'm saying here is that in reasonable areas where in the original you just simply died if you hit. Actually, I don't think you die. Let's just scratch this actually. I don't think you actually die. I think what happened, why I thought this, is that because I was low HP. I actually don't think as you hit the blades you die. I don't wanna open Half-Life just for this. Just to be real. Because this is surface tension and I'm not even through with this. Anyways, let's just believe me. Just believe me. Like, just trust me, bro. Just trust me. Like, this is real. I think this is real, actually. But if it's not real, again, this is just a nitpick. This is not something that's fundamentally wrong. There is a very unnecessary fight in the hall where the door is... in which is opened, where the door which is opened by a scientist that you saved. It's also the first in which the game forces you to fight on open ground with zero cover options. That also happened on Zen when alien controllers attacked us when I talked to Vortigons. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, Half-Life 1 never had that shit where you came from somewhere and you can't go back there for some reason. Only in Forgettable Freeman, probably. That's the only occasion I can think of. And like areas where you leave the area, you know, and you can't come back there because there's like height differences. Those are the only ones. But this fight that took place, there were two doors, or like two gates where I could have gone. Also, they closed the door behind me where I came from. Motherfuckers. The scientists closed it. Or I don't know, like soldiers, fuck them. Whoever closed the fucking door behind me. Like, why? The last sip of Red Bull. And you can... there aren't really covers in Half-Life 1, but you can fight behind from walls. Like, that's all I wanted. And no, you can't, because if you go behind the wall instantly grenading, like that happens originally as well, but that's not your only option. It's like, it felt like I only had like one wall option that I can hide behind. I don't, not even a skill issue. I don't think that's a skill issue in any way. Anyway, surface tension. Now this was a dog shit area. Worst. I was losing my mind. So like, surface tension, I could mention the two turrets on top of the building first as you leave this hall area I talked about, as opposed to one. So like, already quantity over quality. This is becomes very very visible, because there really isn't a reason to put another one there, really. Like, is there? I don't think there is. So let's say, yeah. But what I mentioned here first, there isn't a guy at the end of the bridge with a mounted gun. So where the helicopter, you first spot this helicopter here at the bridge, where you have to fight Onichirosauruses as well and flood the area. Flood the dam. I should have said dam. Whatever, it's the same shit. There are 7 soldiers or 8 or really high obscure number of them, but not the guy with the mounted gun at the end of it. Really weird choice. Mines are very clear to see. I also think this is reasonable. In the desert you had to throw around grenades. In general in this area you had to throw around grenades, and not in the desert because I already know where they are from memory. But if you don't want to die unnecessarily, you do have to do that. There are also headcrabs coming out from that, so I actually think I said this is Half-Life 2 like gameplay. No, it existed back even Half-Life 1 days, but only in the desert. As you exit the tube and you are on top of the rocky mountain, you are supposed to be greeted with a turret and a soldier below, both which you can see from above. Here they are hidden away. Yeah. I think that was a really cock move. So you give up your position again to be able to shoot them. Again, I don't know, that probably happened. I'm pretty sure it happened another time as well. I have never ever struggled with the helicopter fight before in OG Half-Life, on the hardest difficulty even. Somehow in Black Mesa the helicopter is a build engine enemy, equipped with hit scan, so you are hit scan 4 rockets, but maybe 5 are needed to kill it, and unless you find the spot which the developers wanted you to hide at, you are at 90% handicap against your foe. Behind the sandbags, you are fine to all of its attacks, and also becomes the AFK, the helicopter. It just stands still, doesn't ever move from there. You just have to crouch while it attacks, and when it stops, hit it with the rocket, which once again shouldn't be a problem. So you can just chip it down very easily once you are in the spot the devs wanted you to be. This was the first, like when I actually lost my mind playing this. I actually went to play Half-Life 1 and do the helicopter fight in a very weird manner. I should have just hit map and then C3 something. But yeah, that was boring as fuck. Like, I'm supposed to fight soldiers on open ground, but not a helicopter. Or neither of that makes sense actually. Let's just say it was unfair. I mean, pretty sure anybody would look at the gameplay. As soon as I hid in the behind the sandbags, the helicopter just stopped moving around and it stood still. Like, what? And it just hit scan. That's the worst. It doesn't miss a single hit. As you are getting hit by it, the rocket is too slow to go there. You have to fire it 4 to 5 times. That's already a big number. I don't know, I hated this. That's the most strict fucking shit ever. Snipers are easier to kill now, good thing. Yo. There's good thing in the game. Bullshit. I mean, snipers in OG Half-Life were from the training map, so those weren't actually age guns. They were target points from shooting areas, practice areas, from the training grounds. So that's actually, now that they made them into age guns, were actually there and have better hitbox, it's easier to kill them. Fuck yeah. The area with the lasers is easy to escape by jumping around boxes and jumping into the elevator area. But here you are once again forced to do it the normal way. Even though this is an engine where you could move boxes around to jump on them. I feel like this is a very reasonable take. the way the lasers were like scattered around that area, and I don't think I was able to move any box ever there, because if I do that, everything just blows up. But Half-Life 2, like, remember Half-Life 2 introduced, like, the first thing you do, you run from the Combine and you go up a ladder. There's a window, but that's a bit above you, so you put a box. You actually lift the box, you put it down, and you jump on it, and you jump out the window. That's the first thing you do, right? Like, that's the first complex thing you do. But I feel like they should have, I mean, I don't know, like, give us an option. Somebody who's not a casual player, like, casual players will try to, like, crouch around areas, around the trip mines. Oh no, like, kill that head crab because it's gonna activate one of the trip mines. I don't fucking care. I just wanna go through this area. I've seen this 1,000,000 times. I don't fucking care. Just give me the option to move boxes around. You know, or put the boxes around in the same way where I can jump on them and then jump into the elevator. It's just really, really unnecessary. It's not even HD. I don't think from my part it's HD like behavior. It's more like I've played the game enough to know which areas are worth skipping. Because I just don't sit around days to do this. I don't know, like, I don't think it's a reasonable take, actually, to, like, say that I don't want to sit around days to play a single game, but it's Half-Life. It's something like Half-Life. I can finish OG Half-Life under 3 hours. Won't take me longer. Having to manually reload the Tau missile to blow up the gate. A bunch of H-grunts are coming in hot. There's a helicopter dropping down soldiers and the tank. And I have to move out of my way to manually reload it. I mean, this is a very unnecessary nitpick, but I wanted to say that. The bouncers, I really have no idea what their actual name is. Isn't that only one L? I think it is. Are supposed to be gravity based, not some simple jump pads. So like the Zen, these Zen jumping shits, I don't know, like the purple Zen jumping pads, like in some way they are jump pads, but they are gravity based. It's not like you're jumping on, like, I don't know, Quake 3 or Unreal Tournament jump pads, like, it's very unreasonable. Snipers on the roof before you meet the guard. That annoyed me too. It's the part before the, I'm gonna mention it here, where the soldier throws in the explosive and you have to open a lid. In the original you just have to, like, break a ventilation, something. And there's nothing around you. But here, snipers on the roof. Unnecessary in my opinion to put snipers there. As it was really easy to kill them. You just unactivate the homing missile function of the RPG and you kill them very easily. The tube in which you get surprised by an enemy grunt as it throws an explosive in it, and the vault catches on fire after the explosion seemingly. In Black Mesa, this part's delivery is very off because it was too obvious to realize what's about to happen. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm really going to be honest here. That's not because I'm an experienced player. That's not because I've played Half-Life like a lot of times. Generally, I don't even realize what these areas are most of the time. But there was a point in the tube in Black Mesa where you have to jump over. I think if they do that after you jump over, it would have been better. It would have made more sense. I know there isn't one, like a tiny bit of obstacle in the original, but if they decided to do that, why did they not do that? To throw the explosive, like the grunt throws in the explosive after you jumped over. That way it's like harder to dodge it. And you have to be more aware of what's about your surroundings, I mean. I feel like that's just a missing. They just missed that simply. Gargantua fake hype creation. I mean, the Gargantua, you meet the Gargantua 3 times in total. You meet them on power up, you meet them on surface tension, and you meet them on Zen interloper. I don't know why I'm mentioning actually I'm mentioning this because there was a Gargantua village in which I was forced to run away from them. Like, I don't know who came into my chat at the beginning of the stream and started saying, why did you turn off the music? This game is awesome. This game's music is awesome. No, this game is Reddit soy. It's just so bad. It's trying to create fake hype. Like, who's actually going to be afraid of Gargantua trying to shake the fucking silo as you're trying to figure out why the walls don't explode and why the only object you have to destroy is the comms tower. Succule tower. Like, just fucking weird. Just fucking weird. Just fucking weird, bro. Just fucking weird, actually. I'm going to watch if Enigma won against Tundra. I'm losing my mind, actually. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, so that was a bad part, I think. Black Mesa could have done better. The Crowbar Collective developers should have considered not creating fake hype. I mean, the Gargantua most of the time doesn't even catch up to you in the original game. So I guess like trying to fix that is to like give the player something like a fear that there's a big fucking giant alien trying to kill you. And I just didn't feel like that. To me, these things, like if you put me down, play the fucking scariest game on earth, I wouldn't be scared. I don't care about this. I know this is a game and that's all there is to it. It's just a game. There's no pressure on me whatsoever. You know what I'm doing in games? I'm jumping down from fucking mountains, from the top of the mountain. Like, am I going to live? Who cares? Let's just test it. I don't test it in real life then. That's what games are for. Anyways, this was bad. I mean, the fake hype and the fact that the only thing you have to do here is destroy the comms tower. I think that's a comms tower, a communications tower. Or a siren tower. Either that, an array siren tower. Yeah, and then you have to turn a valve to open the gate. As opposed to destroying it. Which is way more cool. Okay, so let's go to Forget About Freeman. Where did the alien turret go? So, there's a tank that you use to blow up a gate. Which, after that you have to fight like a couple of alien grunts and vertigones. And as you go through the gate, there's like 3 more grunts waiting for you and an alien turret. I think the alien, missing this alien turret which fires fucking blue beams at you. I don't know if this just wasn't an available asset or they just refused to do it. Or they just forgot about it. Lambda Core, unskippable elevator again. Hitscan Black Ops. I think they are actually hitscan in Half-Life 1 as well. Now that I actually think about it. Because they are the only enemies that hit you no matter what. I think actually no, they are not hitscan enemies. They just really do attack you faster than all the other enemies. But they are not 100% accurate. Hitscan means 100% accurate. Like, doesn't miss any shot. You get the long jump, which is just a double tap, spacebar, and direction button instead of crouch jumping. I think crouch jumping is more skillful. I can get the idea behind having to press down control. And because I guess most of the casual players just leave it on control. I play pretty much every single FPS game with C. So for me it wasn't hard, like press down C and spacebar, not hard. This is the least biggest issue. Because you also have to use, like they put in segments where you have to use direction button, like AD to dodge certain things, like against the Gonarch. Actually, I didn't say the Gonarch Slayer here. So Zen, Gonarch Slayer, Interloper, and Nyalav. So I just played Nyalav and I already said it's bad. I actually think this Nyalav battle is actually better, but it's still bad. I'm gonna get there. Zen. Okay, so I only wrote bad because at this point it really doesn't matter. Up to this point, the game is already a lost cause. There's no point to this game. There's no point in which this game is better in any way than the original. It's just Reddit made a fanfiction of Half-Life 1. That's what happened with Black Mesa pretty much. So for me, Zen started off with my biggest issue with Zen was that the wall seemingly bluish skyboxes and general environment is just feels like a rainforest, and the blue colorish thing is just wrong. Zen is green, that's it. You can't change that. If you change that, you're retarded. You're a retarded person if you change that. You're actually handicapped in many ways. And it was very, very fucking boring. Holy shit. I had to use rocket jump at one point because I was like, where do I jump? And I used it jokingly and it actually proceeded. I actually made more progress with that as opposed to like trying to find out where I have to jump. It was at least 1 hour long. I mean, I should have expanded upon these, but it's like a good meme that all of these are bad. What can I say really? Like, yeah, the generic environment. This is where the puzzles come in, but it's not this related. I feel like it was scrapped from a lot of ideas were stolen or inspired. Let's just say inspired, because stolen, like, they can sue me for that, probably saying that. But yeah, most of the areas were like sci-fi inspired, like The Thing. I felt like I'm playing The Thing. If they made a game out of the movie. A lot of annoying puzzles. I just didn't like Hound Eyes. Quantity over quality again. A lot of bad things went here, but I don't want to expand a lot of Zen. I think it's just bad. I think what they should have done is just remade the original. Like, if you abandon what Valve thought of Zen when they made it, and instead of fixing it, like, what is even the problem with Zen? Like, let's be real here. I've played Half-Life million times. I'm a pro at it. The only part I hate is Interloper, and that's it. Like, all the other areas. And you know what's bad about Interloper? Where you have to jump into the bouncers. Let's just call them bouncers. I don't know what their name is. And you have to land on top of an alien aircraft. And that escorts you to a teleporter. And you get to the factory area, which is still the Interloper, I think. That's the only part I hate, truly. That's the only part. All the other areas I'm fine with. The only part I hate in Half-Life 1, I mean, it's really hard to say. I mean, on-rail is not bad. Power-up is skippable. Up until this point, all of these areas are good. Probably residue processing, let's be real. Like, this is the most boring. It's just puzzle, or like platforming. But in Black Mesa, I hate all of these parts. And they actually made Zen worse. Because Zen is pretty much just parts. I don't. It's really hard to explain what. Just Valve made it right. They did nothing wrong. Valve did nothing wrong. And so did not. I'm not gonna say it. But like, yeah, Zen was bad. And then we go to Gonarch Slayer after like 2 hours of gameplay. I'm already bored, so you have to activate like 3 crystals. This area was filled with puzzle, wire puzzles, crystal puzzles, valve puzzle wasn't present here, blow random shit up. I think that was in Interloper. So the Gonarch fight was so bad. It's just trying to like, you have to hit the boss sack 3 times with 6 rockets. So like, 18 times. And then it leaves. And it leaves for a very long time. You don't fight it. You don't just go hunting it. You have to go through areas which are very tight, and you have to like run in a way from Gonarch. So like it's a cock gameplay. Basically you run forever from Gonarch, and when at the end you fight her, you just kill her very easily at the bottom of the lair or something. People, I think I've read some stuff about this where people try to defend Gonarch. That's the same thing that happened in if somebody was Shiki anime. If somebody was Shiki anime here, they know perfectly well how retarded the fanbase is of Shiki. Because Shiki is about vampires and humans in a village. They kill each other. They both kill each other. But who started it first? The vampires. And what they said about the vampires, these people, like some of them will try to defend the vampires, that they are just trying to like survive, and the humans are actually the bad people killing them. Like bro, who the fuck cares? You're a human being. A1, if you're a human being, you are not gonna be rooting for vampires in a world or in a village where they are trying to kill you just because they want to survive. I don't care about your survival things. That's what happened here at Gonarch as well. Gonarch here is not trying to survive actually. She's trying to kill you. She's actually actively trying to kill you. Whereas in Half-Life 1 she's just trying to run away and only acts in self-defense. But in in Black Mesa, it's just very aggressively running at you, charging at you, trying to kill you, not defend itself, not like act in self-defense, ever do that. It's just a boring part, and you very easily kill her at the end. Thumbs down, garbage. Interloper. I actually don't remember what happened in Interloper, but it was also not green, so it sucked. Oh yeah, it was like Gonarch's lair introduced the red layer to Zen. Red. Like, how many colors you have to go through before you get it right? It's green. It's fucking green. There's no other fucking color palette to fucking Zen. Just don't understand, bro. Also, I don't think I've ever seen an alien aircraft actually in Black Mesa, now that I think about it. We have seen a lot of fucking birds. Zen birds. And oh yeah, Zen had the trees, the Zen trees, and their range was fogged. They actually attacked from such a range that their animation didn't make sense when it hit you. And I was like, bro, there's no way. How do you fuck this up? This is such an unfuckable thing. Anyways, Interloper I think had most of the puzzles. The factory area, oh yeah, the Vortigones. So like the Vortigones' behavior in the factory was just not right. That was not right. I think Vortigones, like usually they try to fight you, but they only try to fight you outside the factory. Once you are in the factory, before going through an alert system, the workers don't attack you ever if you don't attack them. Unless they are provoked, as people like to say it. But here they are trying to actively help you. They are trying to actively harm the fucking alien controllers and Nyalanth. It's just weird, man. It's just weird. It's Half-Life 2 lore. I think after freeing all of them, they can try to like act an ally to you. It makes sense in Half-Life 2 because you basically freed them. But up until that point, they have no fucking clue that you will free them. You're just a random fucking human being. You're not a prophet or anything. This is really weird. And this was the part where the tumors were on the tubes, like some monster flavor rivalry between the original flavor and the watermelon. And you have to kill a tumor on the tube so that it becomes the original. I think this is a monster propaganda for the original. Or maybe it was Pipeline Punch. I don't know. The Nyalanth, I actually wanted to give it good, but it was bad. You know why? Because they skipped the part where it teleports you away to certain areas. Actually, there's 4 Vortigauns in the total game. In total, in Half-Life 1. Power Up first, Surface Tension, Zen, and Niholamph. Because Niholamph teleports you 4 times, or 5 times at least. Once teleports you to the same area where there's an Ichirosaurus because you fall into the Zen water. And as you get out from the water for the second time you are in that area, there's a Gargantua there. 4 times. 4 times. Not in the same area ever. Motherfucking Black Mesa in Interloper, I think. That was way after Gonarch's Lair. There was a fucking Gargantua village. Gargantua village, dude. Just a million Gargantuas trying to kill me. I don't understand. I don't understand. This game has very positive reviews. Fuck whoever made this game. This is bad. This is so bad. This is objectively so bad. I'm sewing so hard, actually. I can't believe how soy I am right now. Like, I've never felt this way ever. I actually couldn't write an essay like this about Mafia Remake because I just don't care this much. But I don't know, like, it boggles my mind how different this is from Half-Life 1, and people just don't realize it, or just straight up refuse to realize it. Because only driving factor for games nowadays is graphics. That's all that matters. Like, look at people saying that Zen is beautiful. I don't fucking care how it looks like, because it's not green. At that point, I'm just uninterested. And it also looked like some vegetation on Zen. Straight up coral reef. What the fuck? Okay, maybe that's not true, but it seemed to me like that. But yeah, it never teleports you away. Niholamph never teleports you away. And the fight doesn't seem harder because there aren't random enemies. It also teleports in random soldiers like Vortigauns, headcrabs even, alien controllers, grunts, all that shit. Never teleports in anything. Instead does this fucking flickery thing where everything explodes, firestorm, fucking beams everywhere, fire gates, and just it was still easy because, like, also I wanna mention that you have infinite ammo in your ion gun, which is fucking OP, and you you just constantly get recharged both HP and armor, even in this fight. 0 skill is needed here. I was like so bored out of my mind going into this. But it still doesn't matter. Like, I would have to focus otherwise if I'm at this area, because I will just die. But no, here I don't have to do that. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go now. This game is bad. This game is bad. I could write this down to Steam and get a bunch of hateful comments about how stupid I am. Actually, if I put this into Steam, I think I will get a fucking, like, a big amount of backlash for this. Anyways, I'm going to find a way I can, like, can I? That's not how that works. How do you cut certain areas out? Oh, I see. Like, how does Steam appear to me if I do that? Oh, that's nice actually. That's really nice. Okay, so Steam looks okay. It looks awesome. So I'm going to do this. You guys can see, right? Ah, it feels so fucking good. It actually feels so good. It feels so good. God damn it. Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah, I think. Okay, let's be real. Most of the things I've said, I think it's reasonable to say some of the things. I think there's only like a very few things that I've said Hey, what the fuck? I got a random ass friend request. Okay, whatever. I guess I'm gonna accept. When it came to Dota, I played hard to climb up to ancient track with that achievement I've changed. I became toxic and unbearable. Enemy profile picture, don't be like me, play it for fun and not for competitive reasons. Anyways guys, this was Black Mesa. I don't actually recommend this game to anyone who have played Half-Life 1 and I'm just a very obscure gamer. Like, just think about it for a second. I like jumping off elevators for no reason and trying to like slide down the edges of the elevator. I think that's enough saying, as I don't like to play games the normal way. But I think if you combine all of the things that I had to endure, and like the gunplay is really bad because of the soldier, the areas with the H guns on open grounds are just unbearable. They are so fucking unbearable. So with that being said, I don't think I will ever touch this topic ever again. I'm not going to talk about Black Mesa. I move on with my life. I'm not a loser. I played it. It was bad. It was really bad. If people want to play this, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't. Play the original instead. That's the only thing I would say. And they can make their own decision, I guess. Anyways, see you guys next time.